What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the FNG Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. Alright guys, in this video, I have a little confession to make. I am a workaholic. But before we talk about that, this video is sponsored by 18 Alpha Fitness. Go check out Kevin over at 18 Alpha Fitness if you plan on going to any selection process. Kevin is super highly qualified to be giving you all the training tips you'll need to get selected the first time, to avoid injury, and to increase your chances. I'm not qualified. That's why I don't give you guys a ton of advice. I can only tell you what I did, but Kevin is. This is what he does for a living. He's great at it. Go check out Kevin, get signed up, and tell him Buck sent you. All right, so let's talk. You guys have mentioned before, how did Buck go from pretty much a no name in this industry to now some people know who he is, the FNG Academy is doing well, all these things pretty much overnight. And I wanted to give you the real reason for that. For me, it doesn't feel like overnight, but I'm a workaholic. I obsess over my job. I work my ass off. And that has some pros and cons. And I wanted to dig in, not so much of my workaholicness, however you say that, but being a workaholic. What are the pros, cons? How could it help you become a Green Beret? What is it? How will it help you on the teams? And then what are some of the downsides? Are you a workaholic? Do you obsess over your jobs? Let's talk about that. Let's dig in a little bit. So for me, we started the FNG Academy. It's only been about 9 months, which is crazy considering how far we've come. We got 71,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it, every single one of you. We have an online store that's about to drop in the next week, which is going to have more than just swag. It's going to have equipment to help you guys get into selection, keep you motivated. We started Wine and Rations with Andy Stump, which that show, it did great. Its first episode. We're going to keep that going. I think it's going to be just a killer show. I love it. I loved making it. And that started a production company. So now my team and I have a production company called Green Beanie Productions, and we're going to keep making content like that. We are going to travel the country and make content and keep upping the ante, doing giveaways, giving back to you guys. Yes, you will be included, and yes, you will benefit from Green Beanie Productions. I promise you. But how did I get to this point? Well, I literally obsessed over everything that I've done up until this point. I don't stop. I am always thinking. I barely sleep through the night because I wake up with ideas or worried about something or trying something, whether it was the book release, whether it's working on book number 2, whether it's recording the audio book, which I leave for in 2 days. It's always something. Don't get me wrong. I like it like that. But there are some downsides to being a workaholic. The upside is no matter what career you pick, you're almost always going to make it to where you want to make it within your career. You're not going to stop. Even if you meet temporary failure, you're going to come back, figure out how to get even better, and then crush it the next time. You're going to obsess until you get what you want. I did it on the teams as a Green Beret. I obsessed over how we can make my section better. How can we improve this? How can we improve that? I even designed, I call it the Bravo bag, and I patented it. And it was just a fold-out bag that had all the removable pockets for Bravo equipment. So that way, if you need to fix your AR, you could rip off the AR pouch and it had everything you needed for going on missions, things like that. And it go very far because it would have been super expensive. But the point was, I was always pushing for every job. Police department, I wanted on a small team. So I can get back to operating, do police work that brought me some fulfillment, which is getting after it. And DVs get old. It's the same people over and over and over. You start to lose hope that these people are going to get better and help themselves. So, and then I got to a small team well before I was even eligible. So those are the benefits of being a workaholic. When you obsess over what you do, you get really good at it really fast. And then you see a lot of growth. But what are the downsides? The downsides is I have a hard time ever shutting it off. I'll be with my family by the pool, we'll be chilling, having, drinks, and my mind's thinking of new show ideas. You could ask my team. I'm texting them, calling them constantly, running ideas past them, trying to get the next project rolling. So that's a hard way to live. It's hard to find balance because at the end of the day, life is all about balance. You can't enjoy something if you're always out of balance. Like you obsess over your career and you're doing really great in your career, but then your home life is suffering. You're not going to feel good. You're not going to feel happy. You're going to feel out of balance. So life is all about finding that balance, finding some contentment, and being happy with what you got. I did a post on Instagram about maintenance. You know, life, it's so easy to always want more and be focused on the next thing. But when is enough enough? The honest answer is you have to make that decision. So that's the downsides of being a workaholic. When you know you could just keep obsessing and keep driving all the way to the top, at some point you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I got to be happy with where I'm at. That doesn't mean I'm not going to strive for more, but it can't be this obsessive, I'm not going to sleep until I get more. It has to just learn to put it on autopilot and achieve in small increments, slow, consistent, and steady. So that's, if you guys have wondered how I've managed to get from basically, you know, a police officer, no one knows who I am, to where I'm at now. Obviously, a huge part of that is I put together an amazing team. 2 Green Berets and an amazing videographer, all of whom I've known for years. They're my best friends. So I assembled a badass team and they're crushing it. So at the end of the day, you have to learn to disseminate, allow other people to take pieces of the pie, but at some point we have to enjoy the road. So that's kind of how I've gotten up to this point. I've made a great team. I've been obsessed. I've worked my ass off. I've spent probably about $5,000 in plane tickets over the last year. Had the book release. It's just been nonstop. So if this is the path that you want to go down, whether you want to be a Green Beret or whatever you want to do in life, yes, obsessing could help you get there faster and get a lot of achievement. You'll get a great looking resume. But at some point, you're going to have to learn how to balance, how to find contentment, how to find peace, and enjoy what you have. Maintenance and maintaining. And just like you're not happy with your car and you want to go out and buy a brand new one. You ever go change the oil on that car and then wash it and scrub the shit out of the inside and take care of it? All of a sudden it fills you with pride again for what you already have. That's what we need to do on our own lives in order to appreciate what we have. We're so blessed as Americans. We have so much. Sometimes you just need to give it a little maintenance, a little TLC, in order to reappreciate all your blessings and all the things that have been bestowed upon you in this amazing life. So that's my story, guys. Yes, I'm a workaholic. Yes, I'm working on it. Yes, it's propelled me into some relatively quick success, but it's also had some downsides. It takes away from my family. I don't sleep very much because I'm always thinking about the next thing. But I'm learning. I'm trying to figure it out. And I hope you guys could do the same and try to find that balance so you could have success and contentment and happiness and complete that wheel. Because at the center is where you feel good, you feel achieved, you feel loved by your family, you feel like you're giving and supporting everyone else that needs you and not just taking for yourself. All right, guys, hope that helps. See you on the next video.
And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you